No.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning!
That's what I'm talking about. I did not know that many agents that were interested in commercial real estate. I hope they are interested in commercial real estate as doing numbers with Michael. I'm really looking forward to this class. I know I can make the last class. And I'm seeing more and more commercial stuff out there. And with what I'm learning, I'm taking time to learn and do some numbers and kind of compare to see what they're doing. And frankly, I think that this class is needed more and more and more, and I wish more of us take it and take it more seriously. So I'm glad that you guys are here. This is Commercial 101. So Michael is going to teach us, I know he's going to quiz us a lot. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to learning as much as I can, and I know there's a lot of clients that basically they want to know how much their property's worth from different angles. So without further ado, let's give Michael a big round of applause and bring him to teach us Commercial 101.
Thank you, Lionel. Thank you, guys. Hey, listen, thank all of you for coming here. And we're going to do a little something different today. As you can see, I have a bag of money for you guys. Okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask some questions, and whoever gets the right answers gets money. And at the end of the meeting, whoever has the most money gets a very special prize. How about that? Gotcha. Is that cool? I'm going to be asking questions throughout the class. So I'm going to go back and ask, give me the definition of a property that is not commercial. Give me an example.
Single family residence up to 4 units, not commercial.
Single family residence, there's something else I want to hear. Single family residence that is?
Owner occupied.
Owner occupied, that's right, Gonzalez gets one. And also, you know what, because Roberto was close, give him one as well, okay. Give me an example of a commercial property.
5 units or more.
5 units or more.
Retailers.
What?
Retailers.
Retailers, what else? Okay.
It's cold money. I like it.
Industrial.
What was that?
A warehouse.
A warehouse.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. You got one? No? Okay. Anybody else?
Single family for rental purposes.
Single family for rental purposes. All right.
Parking lot.
What?
A parking lot.
A parking lot, I like that. Okay, all right. Very good. Let's move on. Give me an example of a commonality between multifamily and commercial.
Mixed use. Could be.
No, not quite. What is common between multifamily and commercial real estate?
Oh, I'm sorry.
A business and condominiums or no?
Nope. What is common between multifamily and commercial real estate?
Income and expenses.
Income and expenses. All right. All right, give me a benefit of commercial or multifamily. What is the benefit?
Income.
Tax deductions.
exemption. Yeah, tax deductions.
Tax deductions. Okay, who was that, Marisol? There you are, honey. And Rodney, what were you? Okay,
So rico.
there you go.
Hoy me
All
retiro.
right. Last question on this right here. Let me pick a really good one. Let me pick a really good one. What is the cap rate of commercial office space?
What is that?
What is the cap rate of commercial office space?
The range or?
Yeah, I gave you a cap rate last
I think
time.
that was like 6 or 7. 12.
What is the cap rate?
What is it?
Martin got it 7%. All right, all
So
right.
what was that off? Okay, I wasn't here for the last class.
That's office space. Okay, so therefore, apartment buildings are 2 to 5%. Okay, you guys gotta start getting this. Retail is 6.5, office is 7, and industrial is about 7. Okay?
Yes.
All right, cool. Now we're gonna move on here because we got a lot of great stuff to cover. what we're gonna do, last time we spoke about really the generalities, now we're going to really dwell into the numbers, okay? So, all right, let's talk about the evaluations. Is this your first page here, evaluations?
No, it's the goals. Oh,
Okay. There it is,
yeah.
terminology evaluations. I'm gonna go kind of quick here because I want to get to the really analysis of a real property or some real properties. So I'm gonna need you guys to follow along and really kind of follow me here, okay? Gross scheduled income, gross GSI, that's basically all the rents that's put together, okay? All the rents, not the income, not the other income, but the rents. Then you got vacancy factor. What is vacancy factor usually in California?
5%.
5%, very good. Economic vacancy factor, what is that?
When properties are vacant,
No. When properties are vacant, that's real vacancy. But economic vacancy factor, what that is like when you have a unit that's hard to rent and you give concessions, like I'm gonna give you 1 month free rent or 2 months free rent. That's called economic vacancy factor, okay? And it does play in. Net rental income. Net rental income is what?
The rent up to the expenses?
No. Net rental income is your gross scheduled income, subtract your vacancy factor, subtract your economic vacancy factor. Net rental income, okay? What is other income?
Laundromat,
Very good.
Parking
laundry,
space.
parking,
Parking,
billboards,
very good. That gives you what? Your total operating income, okay? Your net operating income is expenses that you write a check for, that you actually write a check for. So therefore, your vacancy factor, do you write a check for vacancy factor?
No.
No. So therefore, it's not under expenses. Under expenses, we always use TUMMI, T-U-M-M-I. What does that stand for?
Tax,
Taxes,
utilities.
utilities,
Maintenance,
Maintenance.
management,
Management.
insurance.
insurance.
Excellent. That always gives you your net operating income. Now we're gonna really pay a lot of attention to your net operating income today, okay? Because when you're analyzing properties, the fast way to do it, you're gonna wanna know what your income is. Then you're gonna be able to go through it like that. You're gonna be able to go through the MLS, pick the property that's best, and post it on social media. That's what we're gonna practice on today. Okay, basically, this is your cap rate calculator, and you know how to use it. What you do, you cover whatever you're looking for. If I'm looking for a price, then I would divide my cap rate into my net operating income. Okay. Okay, next page.
We don't have that one.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm on track now, gross scheduled rental income? Okay. So basically, the gross scheduled rental income is the scheduled rental income when all the units are occupied. And your other income is your laundry income, utility bill back, late fees, and storage fees. What is utility bill back? Utility bill back is like, you know, in the city of Los Angeles, you can actually bill back expenses. Yeah, you can. Okay?
Like retroactive?
Huh?
Like retroactive?
No, like whenever you start managing the property or own the property, you can actually bill back expenses, okay? There's a terminology for it, it escapes me right now, but you can bill back your expenses, okay? That's what utility bill back is. The utility bill back is most common on master metered properties. What is master metered properties?
Only one.
Only 1 meter, that's right. 1 electrical, 1 gas, 1 water services the whole property. That's when the utility bill back comes into play, okay? So therefore, you can't bill back the water necessarily on, you know, if the tenants are paying their electric or gas, right? You're paying the water, can't hardly do that, but if you have a master metered property, then you can do the utility bill back. Okay? All right, let's go to the rent roll example. The rent roll is pretty important because the rent roll is going to give you your income. So you want to make sure that there's two important things that you want to look at. You want to look at the square footage of the unit, and you want to look at what the current rent is for the square footage of the unit. Okay? So in this particular case, the rent is, the square footage per the rent is anywhere from $1.81 to $1.56. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is important because what happens when you start analyzing properties in the area, this can be a very easy way to analyze what the rent should be. Okay? So instead of looking at a bunch of rents, look at the current rent per square foot. And you can quickly say, okay, the rent per square foot over here is about $1.80. So therefore you can pretty much figure out what the rent should be. Okay? All right, so you got your monthly rental income of $10,220 right here. You guys follow me?
Mm-hmm.
Then I got some garage rent, other income of $200, and I got I got my total monthly income of $10,420. Okay, which makes my scheduled gross income $125,040. All right, this part is important because if you get this part, then you'll be able to analyze properties real quick. All right, any questions on this? All right, vacancy factor 5%, economic vacancy, loss of rental income due to other than physical vacancy. Net rental income, scheduled gross rent, subtract vacancy loss. Okay? So now we're getting close to our total operating income. So our vacancy so right here, the example is that we have 10,220 times 12 months, which gives us a scheduled market rent, or GSI, of $122,640. But we have to take away the vacancy. 5% of that gives us $61.32, and our net operating income, or net rental income, is $100,016,508. You guys see it right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. Then you add in your other income, right, which is $2,400, and it gives you $118,908. You guys got it?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Let's talk about the operating expenses. Items you write a check for. You guys went over this pretty good. Tommy, taxes, your utilities, your maintenance, your management, and your insurance. Okay? So what percentage should I be looking for generally in expenses?
30, 35.
35%. Oops, sorry, bad though. 30 to 35% is what you should be looking for. All right? This is important because when you're analyzing properties, you don't have time to figure out what all the utilities are. You're gonna have to go through it pretty quickly. All right? Because what you want to do, you want to pick the best property quickly and then push it out to your clients and push it out to the social media, which we're gonna do. This is a copy of my total operating expenses. Basically, I got some advertising in there, legal, but the main things I have in there is repairs and maintenance. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Management fees, you see it? See the utilities? Right, I'm looking for Tommy in this list here. So basically, repairs and maintenance, is that a part of Tommy?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, is utilities a part of Tommy?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, is taxes a part of Tommy?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Am I insurance?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have TUMMI there? I do. So therefore, I'm good. Okay, let's talk about master metered properties real quick. What should the expenses be of a master metered property?
Repeat the question, please.
Okay, for a master metered property, what does that mean?
1 meter.
1 meter for what?
For all
For all
units.
the units.
Electricity.
1 meter electricity, 1 meter for gas, and 1 meter for water.
There you go. So on a master metered property, how high can my expenses go up to? The answer is 50%.
50%.
50%. All right? Because there's only 1 meter per utility. So therefore, it can go up as high as 50%. That's why we have the utility bill back.
But you can build back
You can bill back the
to
utility.
the tenant?
Right,
Okay.
exactly. But so if you're looking through the MLS and you say, wow, these expenses are awfully high, read the description and see if the property's master metered or not. Now, what if I'm looking through the MLS and I see the expenses are really high on the property and it's not master metered? Is that a good thing? No?
Depends how you look at it.
Depends? What you say, Rocky? Don't know?
I don't know.
If you're looking through the MLS and if you see expenses are high and the property is not master meter, it's a good thing. The reason it's a good thing is because there's something in there that can be fixed. Maybe the management is out of whack, maybe the water, maybe there's a leak in the property or something like that. If the expenses are too high, if you fix it, if you bring your expenses down, that means that your net operating income goes up and you just found a deal. It's like a flip. I mean, why is a flip a deal? Because there's something broke. Something's broke. And when you fix it, then it gets its value back and then you do your thing. Okay, so how do you determine net operating income, which is the main thing we want to determine? It's easy. You have your total operating income, right? So what is total operating income?
The rents?
The rents, subtract
Vacancies?
vacancies, plus
Income?
income. Very good.
Subtract.
It's real easy. Your rents versus vacancy plus your other income. That's right.
Minus expenses?
No.
Oh.
I asked for total operating income.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I want you guys to get the terminology right.
Rent versus
Total
vacancy.
operating income, real easy. The rents versus your vacancy
Minus vacancy.
plus your other income. All right? That gives you your total operating income. Okay? So now to get to net operating income, don't confuse it. You subtract your expenses, right? And that gives you your net operating income. It's real easy. Your total operating income, subtract your expenses, gives you net operating income. Real easy. Okay? All right. So, how do we get to our cap rate? Very easy. You have your net operating income divided by your price gives you your cap rate. So what I want you guys to do is whenever you get to this part, just go to your calculator and then just do it that way because it's a lot easier to understand. Okay? It's a lot easier to understand. All right. Is everybody with me? A little lost? If you're lost, speak up. What are you lost on?
The figure on the calculator.
What figure on the calculator?
Yeah, wait.
Oh, they're right here.
Let's go back to the calculator.
Oh.
Because the calculator is the easiest thing to work with. All right. If I have a cap rate of 10, right? If I have a cap rate of 10 and my NOI is 100,000, what should my price be?
1 million.
What I do is I cover my price, I divide the cap rate into the NOI, and what do I get?
Price. No.
Price, that's right.
Price.
So my cap rate's 10, my NOI is 100,000, what is my price gonna be?
1 million.
1 million. That's right. What if my NOI is 100,000, my cap rate's 5? What is the price gonna be?
500.
What is it?
What was it?
What was
You
it?
guys quit guessing. Pull out your calculators. Pull out your calculators.
What is the question?
My cap rate is 5. My NOI is 100,000.
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
20,000?
20,000?
No, okay.
What's the price?
I got 2 million.
I'm looking for the price.
Okay, so say that again, please? So I can read that.
I'm looking for the price.
NOI.
Okay. The cap rate is 5.
5,
This is-
My NOI is 100,000. How much is my price? My cap rate is 5. My NOI is 100,000. How much is my price? What you're doing, you're dividing, you're putting,
2 million?
2 million?
very good, it's $2 million. So now I want you guys to see
oh, because the cap went down.
that's right,
Higher the cap.
that's right,
The lower the price.
that's right,
The lower
guys
the
get it?
cap, the higher the price.
that's right. So check this out. You guys gotta get that. The lower the cap, the higher the price. The higher the cap, the lower the price.
All other things being equal in terms of the NOI.
Yeah, because your NOI is gonna stay consistent.
It's gonna stay.
It's gonna stay consistent until you get in there and you do something, whatever you do. But the NOI is gonna be consistent.
But how do we come out to the 2 million? I still want to learn the formula, decided to put it. How do you multiply it?
Divide.
You don't multiply.
Cover up the price.
Look at this right here. If I cover up the price, this is division,
Okay. So you
this is
divide.
multiplication.
Okay.
So if I cover up the price, and then if I divide 0.05, which is 5%, into 100,000, what do you get? 2 million. 2 million. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So the rule of thumb is the lower the cap rate, the higher the price, right? Is everybody with me? Is everybody with me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I know you went over this last week, but again, what drives the cap rate?
This right here.
Yeah, what drives that in terms of?
Oh, no, that's a great question. That's a great question. So let me get over here. Let me show you something. Let's say I don't know the cap rate. And I do the math with the same numbers you have. The NOI is 100,000, right?
Yeah.
And the price is 2 million, right? What's the cap rate?
5%.
5%?
Very good. Okay, so I'll throw you a deal
Yeah.
here. The NOI is 100,000. The sales price is 1.5 million. What's the cap rate?
Six
Six,
percent.
6%.
Very good. So the question is, what drives the cap rate?
The area, the price.
The price in the NOI in the area. The whole thing drives the cap rate, okay? So how do we find different cap rates? If I'm in Long Beach, how do I find what the cap rate is? And Long Beach is a big area. North Long Beach is nothing like South Long Beach, or East and South.
Near the water is gonna be a lot lower.
So how do I find it?
NOI divided by a price.
Very good, but if I'm in the MLS and I wanna know what the cap rate is in North Long Beach, how do I find it? Quickly.
Comparables.
Comparables. But not comparables like single family. You start looking at the income property, you say, okay, it looks like to me the cap rate in North Long Beach is about 6%.
Right.
Real fast and easy. Versus South Long Beach, about 3.5. Belmont Shore is just
1%.
crazy.
And you'll do that just by looking at the prices and?
We're gonna do it right now.
Okay.
We're getting ready to do it right now. But that's how I want you guys to do it, because once you find out easily what the cap rate is, and it doesn't have to be exact, then you can quickly go through and say, this area is about a 6%, oh, this property is this, this is what it is. It's real easy, okay? Any questions? That was a very good question, Wayne. What drives the cap rates? What drives the cap rate? I'm not gonna go really over the gross rent multipliers, because really I don't want you guys using that, because you'd be too far off. So we're just gonna do a real quick one if the DRM is 7 and the income is 100,000, then what happens is, the GRM is 7 times, right? And the income is 100,000, you just multiply 7 times 100 and you come up with 700,000. It's real easy. The hard part about gross rent multipliers is that you have to know what the gross rent multiplier is for that area. Gross rent multiplier for Compton is not the same thing as for Long Beach, and Long Beach is not the same thing as Beverly Hills, and Beverly Hills is not the same thing as the Newport Coast. So you have to kind of know what the GRM is over there. But we're not talking about GRMs today, we're talking about cap rates. Okay? All right. So now, what we're going to actually do, we're going to actually analyze the property. Martin has a property that we're going to analyze. And he's going to give us the numbers. We're going to work the numbers together. So Martin, grab the microphone so that everybody can hear your numbers. Everybody get your calculators out because we're getting ready to go to work here. Go ahead.
Okay, so this property is not on the MLS. So the actual rents are, for unit number 1 is 2,250. Unit number 2 is 1,250. And unit number 3 is 900 with the total rent of $4,400.
Repeat the first one? How much is the first one?
2,250.
44 what?
4,400 is the total rent.
Yearly?
No,
Oh, no,
monthly.
monthly.
Okay, so let's stop there. What is that called? Let me see if I can get one thing up here. Okay, that's very good. Who said that?
I did.
Okay, so the gross scheduled rent is how much?
4,400 per month.
So we got 4,400. What do we do with that?
Times 12.
Times 12.
Times 12.
52,800.
52,800.
52,800. What's next?
Minus the 5%.
Very good.
Expenses. Do
What's
I get
five?
my chocolate?
What's 5? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's 20. The 5% is 2640.
Okay, subtract 2640. What was that? That was called vacancy factor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's 5%.
50,160.
50,160. What is that called?
Net
That
rent.
is the
Then
total operating income.
Total operating.
No.
Total,
No, right. Net rent,
Yeah.
that's not.
okay? What comes
Yeah,
next?
total operating. Expenses.
Nope. This is GSI. This is vacancy. What's next?
Next vacancy?
Other income.
Other income. So how much other income do we have, Martin?
None.
None? All right, this is a great example. So here's what you do. I'm looking at this property. It doesn't seem like there's no other income. It doesn't seem like it.
Mhm.
Can we make some?
Yes.
Yes.
Laundry.
Laundry,
Parking.
parking,
Garage.
garage, storage, right? That's how I want you to start looking at this, because what I've done, I've magically created income. Okay? So let's say that I created $100. Okay? So $100
Times 12.
times 12 is what?
1,200.
1,200. Okay? This could easily be done. That gives me 51,360.
360.
Now what is that? This is other income?
That's our total operating income.
Very good. TOI, total operating income. So right now, we're at 51,360, okay? But in the case, to help Martine out, we're gonna take a, I just wanted to show you that, but in this case, I'll take it out because Martine has an actual property, so I don't want him to get thrown out. So we're gonna have 50,160 total operating income. You guys see that? We good?
Yes.
All right, so that's the income, very good. Let's talk about the, how my spelling is bad. Let's talk about the expenses.
Expenses.
Martine, talk to me.
Right now, we use 30%, I'm not sure about the expenses, so we use 30.
Very good.
30%.
So it's-
50.
30% of the total operating income.
Wouldn't it be better to use 30?
15,000.
Highest?
45.
How much is it?
$15,048.
$15,048. That's 15,048?
Yes.
Yes.
15,048. And that gives me, now what am I gonna get when I subtract this?
Net.
Very good.
112.
So what's the number?
35,112.
55, no, can't be
35,
55.
I'm sorry, 35.
35112.
35112 is my bingo.
Net operating income.
Excellent. I think you guys are getting this. I think you're getting it. Okay, now Gonzalez, talk to me.
So the properties in Long Beach? So the properties in Long Beach, just to figure out the cap rate. So
Well, first of all, is Long Beach a big area?
Yes,
So what part of Long Beach?
this is maybe the 3 to 4% cap.
No, I asked you what part of Long Beach.
Oh,
It's west.
it's east side of Long Beach.
East side of Long Beach. So what are the cap rates in the east side? What's those boundaries? Can you tell me?
East side is.
What is the east side?
East side is around Temple,
Temple,
and 10th Street.
in 10th Street?
So
But
that
I
was
thought, I
said,
thought 10th Street would be like south.
south.
Isn't
No,
it?
but that's south. That's
You
that's
guys are-
southeast.
You guys aren't from Long Beach.
That's
It's the east side.
southeast.
That's the
It's
east
still
side.
That's
east.
east side. So is
Yeah.
that close to the what?
Trust.
Yes.
That's east.
Southeast.
So, okay, so here we go, guys. We're close to the water. We're not on the water. Isn't it kind of congested up in there?
That's walking distance.
Really? Okay. Anyway, so what is the cap rates over there?
it's gonna go, they're selling, I've been seeing it between 3 and 4%.
3 to 4%. Okay, how many units is this?
3.
3 units.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're using this formula. What should my asking price be?
1,170,400.
1,320,000, 3.5%.
Okay, so what is it?
Between 3 and 4, it's
I
3
have
and a half.
1,170,000 and
1,170,000.
$70,400.
1,100,000. Is this right?
35.
Let's do that.
Is it 1 point?
Use 3%, right?
1.1700.
I haven't got my bank account to that, so I will not know.
Yeah, me either. Is that right?
Precio.
That's Martine, Martine knows.
Give me the number again, Wayne.
Divided by.
1,170,000.
1,170,000.
400.
400. Okay,
I use 3%.
3%. What is a 4%? Somebody give me a 4% real quick.
Sí. Así lo haces ir a 35.
What is 4%?
Divided by
1,170,000 with 400.
No, that's 3%.
No, 877 with
877,800.
and 800.
800.
77 800.
800.
What is it?
877 800.
Thank you.
Divided by what?
4%.
Divided by
4%.
1% more. You reduce the price.
4%, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at this. What's the difference between those two?
The difference in terms of the.
What-
In price is a lot.
Yeah, so give me the difference.
Oh, the difference?
Yeah.
Let me see. 170.
Subtract this from that.
100 minus 870.
282, 600.
200,
And
92,
600.
600.
1% difference.
So, what if I buy a property for this and can sell it for this? What's my profit?
after cost of sales,
Is that 292?
292 gross.
292 gross for 1 lousy percent. Okay? So you pick up an apartment building, you do a little work to it, you raise the cap rate 1%, and you make yourself 292,000. For 1%. Not bad. Not bad. Okay? We can find that. That's not bad, and that's not terribly difficult to find.
Now, these are the actual rents, the projected rents, we could run numbers on the
Okay,
projected rents.
so let's run the numbers on the projected rents.
So, first unit will be 3,200.
Just give me the whole thing.
It will be $6,000 monthly.
$6,000
Times 12,
times 12 is how much?
7,200.
7,200?
Yes,
I don't think so.
72,000.
7,200. Everybody listen up. Everybody listen up.
6,000 for what? This is another
Projected.
unit?
Okay.
Oh, project.
Hello, for those that's having their own session in the back. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. This is-
Like Elvis, thank you very much. Okay, $6,000. What Martine said is that there are some market rents. This is the market rent up here. Market, M-A-R-K-E-T, but also projected. What does projected mean?
Potential.
Potential.
Potential rents.
6,000.
So therefore, Fanny, what happened, he's saying that right now I'm getting $4,400, but when I raise the rent, I can get $6,000. So now let's do the numbers now. Now this is cool. This is something else. So therefore, now we got $6,000.
Same vacancy factor?
Yeah, 5%.
5%.
So the 3,600, so the total will be 68,400.
What's 5%?
3,600.
3,600. That's vacancy. And what is what's that?
68,400.
68,400. Subtract, what's my expenses now?
30% it'll be 20,520.
20,520. That's my expenses. That gives me what?
47,880.
47,880.
Yes.
That's my new NOI, right? Okay, so at 4% cap, where am I at?
Is that the NOI minus the expenses?
Yeah. No,
1
NOI.
million?
Oh, hold on, let me get William together here. NOI, you've already,
That was 20%.
no.
50%.
The NOI, whenever you get off NOI, you have already taken the expenses out.
Yeah, but I didn't see us take the expense out, that's why.
Oh, yeah, that was the 30%.
So right here is 68,000,
Right, I got that.
then you subtract the 20,
Okay, the 20,000 was
the
the
20,000 is your
Okay.
expense, and that's 30%.
Right, okay,
Let me put that over here.
I got it.
Okay, that gives me
1 million,
1 million,
197.
197,
Yeah, that's 000.
4%.
that's 4%.
That's at 4%?
So what's 3%?
1,596.
Whoa, 1,596,000.
Yeah, that's huge.
Whoa,
That's huge, that's a like a.
The $400,000.
Difference, man.
for 1% of a cap, okay? 1% of a cap, I made myself $400,000.
This is a 3-unit building?
It's a 3-unit building. So now let's go here, because what happens on a 3-unit building is what? What happens on a 3-unit building basically is that you're going from 1 to 4 is what?
Residential.
Residential. So therefore, what do you do with residential? What happens with residential is what?
Federal sales?
897.
what happens with residential, you guys,
You better.
how do you evaluate residential?
Comparable.
Comparables. That's right, you don't evaluate residential with the numbers, okay?
Can you do both?
But let's see how far we are off. That's gonna be interesting. So, Mr.
So we're
Gonzalez,
using the 3% or 4%?
Photo.
well, you use both, right?
Okay.
Okay, so let's see how far we're off. Okay, so, Mr. Gonzalez, you wanna give me the address?
Use 900 Magnolia. And I'm
900
sorry, 900 Temple.
Yo tengo uno de
TENPLE.
East. 24,
No, let me
51.
see, it's 904, put 904.
Got the zip code's too big, isn't it?
Okay,
Oh, just 904.
2451 East 14th Street.
How much?
2451
2451
East 14th Street.
East 14th. Nothing's coming
But
out.
just
Nothing
put
around it?
90804 on postal code.
Okay. 90804.
804.
Okay, and we're gonna go here from 2 to 4 units, so we won't be out of whack. Okay, that gives me how many results? 33, that's fine. Okay, as a matter of fact, can I just go with 3 units?
Yeah,
See if I can get close.
3 to 4.
Let me see if I can get closer. 12, cool.
No, but
Okay.
it's 3, no?
Three
You
units.
put
It's
four.
3
Put
units.
3.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you. 3 units? Okay, what do I got?
3
All right.
inches.
Let's see what we got.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa, darn close.
On 3% and on 4%.
Darn close. Darn close. I don't know the square footage or whatever. What's your square footage? Just tell me about, Marty.
About like 3,000.
Okay, so we'll look at the square footage.
I'm looking at.
Right?
Yep.
Right over here. Not bad.
Oh my goodness,
What's
that
the
one.
price? That's the price?
Not bad.
I haven't.
2072
Not bad. You see that?
and 120.
Now we're looking at per comparables, so we also did the cap rates. Hey, not bad, not bad. So, let's do this. So what I want to do is I'm going to quickly teach you guys something. So if my cap rate is 10 and my asking price is $1 million, no. Yeah. No. If my cap rate is 10 and my income is 100,000, then what's my price?
What's the
If
camera?
you're, what is it?
Okay, can you repeat it?
Cap rate is 10, income is 100,000.
10.
1 million.
1 million. Very good. I want you to keep that in mind. Because what happens is that whenever you see a property that's $1 million, the number is $1 million and the income is 100,000, if it's 10, then that's an excellent property to buy. You don't have to think about it. Because it's going to give you a 10% cap rate.
That doesn't happen, does it?
It does. It does.
I haven't seen it happen in our, but you can go to Texas.
We sold that top in the 3 units
You
I
can go
sold
to
in Long Beach
Texas.
last year. It was for something, I mean, we found it, it didn't go in the.
Are you guys back in
For the
GRM or
price she
CAP?
wanted.
Cap.
Yeah.
Was
Ranch we got it.
Yeah, that you need to
I
know.
haven't seen it.
The market type of thing.
Yeah, so it does
Okay.
happen.
All right, so guys, listen up. I'm in Long Beach. I'm just gonna do a search, right? Say, okay, I wanna post a property here and it doesn't make any difference. I'm in the zip code, right? Whatever that zip code is, 90804, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's quickly analyze. We got 33 properties we're gonna analyze lickety split. Okay. All right, so I want you to look at the GSI, right? Okay. So if you look at this GSI, I see 45, right? I see 45 and I see 795. For that to be a 10 cap rate, what should the GSI be? Because you can just look at it and tell me.
450?
No. Oh yeah, well the price should be 450.
Yeah.
Exactly.
With a 10% cap.
Or if I was gonna pay 795, what should the GSI be?
795,
Very good.
79,000.
Very good. So we see that was,
We're just using 10%
Yeah.
for every single one,
I mean, just for an example.
just for an example.
So if I see 45,079, is that good?
Yes, standard overnight.
It's okay.
No,
Wait, what time does that get?
I don't like it.
It's not.
It's too far away.
No, it's too far from the 10% you're talking about.
No.
What about the next one?
So Mike, should we use 10% as a baseline, you basically saying?
No, I use 10% because I just wanted you to get the idea. You're not gonna find anything here
Yeah, you're
with
not gonna-
10%.
Yeah, I know, but that plus or minus or whatever it is.
But I just want you guys to get the idea
There's a 10:30.
that if you are looking for properties, if you're looking for something that's close,
Mhm,
because you're not gonna find it, not in California. Now, we can go to Texas and maybe find some,
mhm.
Alabama or something.
Arizona.
Yeah, okay. What about the next one?
Worse.
That's even worse. What about this one?
Goes to workplace services.
Worse.
Worse. What about this one?
What
That
services?
looks good.
Get it.
That's even worse.
Yes.
Okay, good.
So the
Okay.
first one is next.
What about
week.
that one?
I mean, the first one is.
Right, that's good.
That one's not bad. Look at that one.
Oh, because of the price.
The price is only
Can you
$620.
hear me?
The price is only $620, and I got $41,000 in income. You see it?
6%.
So that one just so you could go right to the ones that.
You go right to the ones that,
you don't have
that
to
would make more
think
sense.
about it.
What about this one? No. This one, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. He's
No.
put $2,500 in there.
That's really bad.
Okay, 56? No, not really, not really, not really,
You go really fast and see.
not really.
That's why you see all the price reductions right there, that's
Well, exactly.
good.
Exactly, now you guys are getting it. Okay, look at this one right here, 108 and 1.3. Not too bad.
No, but it's $108, isn't it?
No, it's 108,000.
108.
I cannot see
Yeah,
this part.
the numbers, the zeros.
Well, that one was good.
That was not bad, right? 108,000, 1.3. I got some negotiating room right there. I can come down to a 1.2. I'm at 100,000.
Increases the.
I'm getting close. I'm getting close. This is something that I can offer somebody and won't be talking, I'll be in the ballpark.
Mhm.
So I like, which one was it, Martin? This one?
Mike,
Yes, sir.
can you just basically go over the concept again? Kind of, I'm pretty foggy on what you're doing with the DSI and the price.
What I'm trying to do
You're
here,
looking at, and the reason you're using the 10%.
well, the 10% is not gonna come into play. What I want to do is get in your mind
Mhm.
that if I have 100,000 and my cap is 10, then my price is 1 million.
Okay.
I just want to kind of get that as a benchmark. Now, you're not going to find 10% here,
Mhm, I know.
but you can find numbers that are close to the asking price.
So you want us to correlate those two numbers right there, like
I want you to-
108 to the price in there,
That's
as
right.
an example.
Right, exactly.
And then from there on.
So therefore, if this number right here was 130,000,
Uh-huh.
then I'll be at 10%.
So,
You get
William,
10%.
So right now, we're at
So,
7.8%.
what he's doing,
That's
he's
what we-
looking at the,
Go ahead, Marty.
yeah, he's looking at the highest GSI number
Yeah.
and the lowest sales price. So you could go right to the ones that are good.
Okay.
So right now, what is it?
7.78%.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
That's almost it.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. See, now I can go directly to this property, I don't have to worry about any of these others, because this property with 30% down, which we're gonna have our next class, we're gonna have an awesome finance person here to talk about it. But with 30% down, this property may make sense. You definitely don't wanna send your investor something like this, to where you're getting 42,000 and the asking price is 1.1. You don't wanna do that. Because, you see what I'm saying? You guys see it right here? This one, right, see that property right there? Bennett, the income is 42,000 and they're asking 1.1. You don't want to send your investor anything like
He's gonna
that.
get 3% on this
5%.
return.
Exactly. And remember, this is GSI. This is not net operating
Net
income.
operating income.
That's why you gotta get the highest one.
So he's at 3% return on that money then?
No, it's not even at 3% because this is GSI.
Okay.
No, no.
This is
that's
not, this column is not net operating income. So therefore,
It's gonna be less than that?
yeah, so therefore you gotta take 30% out of the 42,000.
Okay.
Yeah, but the difference there is because you're looking at a lot of 2 and 3 units. If you change it to 5 plus, the numbers should change.
Exactly.
Because-
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because we're looking at comparables and.
There you go.
You're still
Right.
into residential.
Yeah, very good, Martin.
Good
So let's
business.
do that. Let's do that. Let's recap. I still like the one I saw for,
108, 139.
yeah, I still like that one. Okay. Here we go. See, it's still standing out, I'm sure. Okay, so we got 108, so let's look at this. 103 at 1.8, I don't like it. 114, 1.8, I don't like it. 88 at 1.4, I definitely don't like it. 108 at 1.6, I don't like it. 121 at 1.8, I don't like any of it. Okay?
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, I really don't like any of these. But out of all of these, if I would like something, I would like this one right here,
Last one.
the last one. Because I got $110,000 of income and 1.4. Okay, it's still not where I want to be, but it's something that I can work with. It's the closest thing that I can work with.
In order to make it work, you have to come in with more down payment.
Or
Decrease the
Or
price.
reduce the price.
lower the price, okay? So somebody give me, what is 30% of 1.5 million?
50%, 45,000.
No,
One-
30%.
450%. 450,000.
Okay, now look at this, this is interesting. What is it?
450,000.
450,000 subtract 495 gives me 1,025,000, right?
Okay.
Is that right?
No, no,
Yeah.
see, minus 1.5? 450?
Okay, I'm sorry, take the sales price, 1495,
Okay.
and subtract 450,000?
1,495,000.
Yep.
450.
Subtract of what?
Subtract
30 to 45.
30%.
30%.
1,045,000.
1,045,000.
1,045,000, just like I thought. Okay, now, look at it now. I got a loan amount of 1,045,000, but look at my income. It's $110,000. You follow what I'm saying?
So you're 10%.
Damn close. Do you see that? This is critical, because this is a property that we're gonna post. Because with 30% down, I'm probably gonna flow. Or gonna come very close to it. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, it's important, that's a very quick and dirty way to find a property, because, you guys should be at least trying to send something to your investors at least once a week, at least, or post at least once a week. But you want to post something that makes sense, right? Okay, so somebody take this down for me, write it down for me, the listing ID, or the address, 1413 Obispo. You got it?
I got the other one too.
So you got another?
No, the other one.
Oh, another one.
I already got that.
So this is a 6-unit building, 1.4, 110,000. So what we're gonna do, let's just take a quick look at it. All right, not bad, 5,000 square feet, units almost 1,000 square feet apiece. You guys see that? 5,000 units almost, sitting on a nice lot, 7,400. Okay, I like it. It's okay. I'm not trying to analyze it, I'm just trying to get somebody to bite on it. So therefore, what we're gonna do is, we're going over here to my website. What's the address?
1413
1413,
Obispo,
spell that for me. Oh,
O-B as a boy.
there it is right there. Comes up on my website. Oh, this is our website from Realty Executives. If you was in Leonel's class, you would know how to do this. Okay? If you wasn't, you probably don't. Okay? So you go go to your website, because everybody in here has one. Like an opinion, everybody got one.
For $100 a month, we should.
That's right. You should be using it. Even more than that.
That's a difference.
So here I am right here, right? Boom, that's my website. This is super easy. This is just ridiculously easy. Then you go to, I'm gonna copy it. Then I'm gonna go to my, right here.
Where do you learn that, Mike?
I think Roberto taught me. I think Roberto taught me.
That's right, now plug it in, right?
I think Roberto taught me that. I'm not sure. He told me.
Oh, good.
He told me I was gonna catch up. So all right, so we go here.
Oh, you know how to do copy paste, perfect.
Yeah, yeah. All right, you just go here and this is awesome property and
Not yet.
Yeah.
I'm in for more details. Then we can do more stuff. But anyway, we're just gonna do that and we're gonna share it right now.
You miss a class.
All right, so
There's a way you can do it faster, Michael, if you want to show them that. Press the share button. So they don't have to do this, remember?
no, I was that.
You didn't thought enough for
I
it.
don't know. What we're gonna do, because
If
my
you
time
want
is
to learn
up,
more,
what we're gonna do
how
is
much
that,
you say so?
what we're gonna do next time is that we're gonna, this is just the beginning. I didn't expect everybody to catch this, but we need more of this, okay? Because this is mindless. This is looking at 2 columns, figuring out the best one, going and posting it and sharing it on social media. I mean, mindless, okay? So, did you get it?
Yes.
So you're learning a little bit more, right?
Need more.
Okay. So now, we're gonna give the price away. Who has the most money? Let's count our money.
Roberto ate them.
No, it's $2. They're $half a dollar.
I got four.
Okay, Martin got 4.
I got $2.
I got 4.
2.
Lino got 4.
These are edible?
Who-
I got
who-
3.
You got 4? How many you get?
5.
You got 3? All right. Anybody else got more than 4? So Lino and Martin,
Marisela, here.
Oh, that's it.
4, right? Okay.
¿No tienes 4?
Marisela.
So,
Juntablas.
what I'm gonna do.
I have 5.
Everybody listen up. This is the price, okay? What happens between Leonel and Martin, what they won a 3-day complimentary workout pass to LA Fitness. They'll take a workout with yours truly, Michael J. Personal, 5:30 in the morning.
That's right, Martins.
I have 3. I was wrong.
All right, so listen, what we're gonna do, hey guys, thank you so much for being here. And for you guys out there that wanna join our office, Realty Executives All Cities, please call myself, Michael Johnson, 310-968-6583. And we look forward to seeing you guys next week.